Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wish they could sort out some light so it's not glaring in my glasses. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to do the makeup look that was requested by a few of you from the video where I showed you the wrinkle serum that I'm using on my creases here and between my eyes. A few of you had asked for that makeup look, and I will try and recreate it for you. Now, that was from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I have already made a little bit of a start. I'll pop my glasses off, and I've got hair. I will push that like curtains. I put my eyebrows on, and I've already I used the NYX micro pencil in ash brown. I've already put on eyelid primer, and I've used the Ulta eyelid primer in nude matte, and I've topped that off with a little bit of Wet n Wild Brulee. So we're all ready to start the crease and the rest of it. Now, in the crease, I would have used a little bit mixture of Georgia and Puree. So we'll get on with that. And I'm going to start with a bigger fluffy brush. I'll zoom you in a little bit. Oops, a bit too close. Whoops. We'll get you right in a minute. There, I think that's about right, because I sometimes get you too close. So I'm going to start mixing those two, and I'm going to just pop that into the crease. Can't see in this mirror. I think there must be a sticky. I was going to use the mirror inside the thing, but I think it's got a sticky thing on, so I won't be able to, and I can't get it off. And I daren't pick because I've got false nails on. And I don't want to be pinging those off, so I'll use the mirror I've got here. So I'm just going to pop that into the crease and just sort of blend it. This brush places colour and blends at the same time, so it's a little bit quicker. Sometimes I use a smaller brush, this one a lot, and this one depends if I'm putting other colours into the crease. But I'm just putting these two colours down, so I'm mixing them sort of into the one brush. So I'm putting, when I first put the colour down, I'm putting the darkest at the outer edge rather, and then blending that in and blending it out as much as I can. So on the outer part. And I do use my fingers a little bit too. They're quite good at blending. Like so. This was a really quick, easy eye look, because there's just those two colours there, and then there was two colours on the lid. On the inner corner, I used Just Peachy. That one there, it's like a pinky shade, pinky peach colour. And then on the lid, it was called Caramelised on the outer part of the lid. So we'll just put that, the darker colour down first. And I'm just blending that a little bit into the crease colour. Like that. And then with what's left on my brush, I just need to blend it a little bit towards the corner. I need a little bit more. Just there. Just to darken that up just a little bit there. Like that. And just up into the crease colour a little bit. So I've been really busy this last week, so busy. I've been with James, went off to uni last weekend. It's Saturday today, and it will be a week tomorrow that he's actually gone. And I've just been with being sort of doing things on my own now. It's going with a little bit more crease colour. It's taking me more time to do things, so I feel like I've been extra busy. I don't know where my week's gone really, because I'm having to do everything. I mean, James was such a darling. He did an awful lot for me, and so now I'm having to do things by myself, and I could say it's taking more time to do things, and you know, so I seem to be more busy, which is a good thing. Keeps me, if I keep myself busy, you know, I'm okay, because I miss him like mad. Absolutely miss him, you know. But I mean, he's a good lad, a really good lad. I mean, I have got his brother at home, but he's not home a lot of the time. He's oh, I just poked myself in the eye. That's the last thing I needed with that eye. But he's out quite a lot and he's very busy. Right, I'm just going to blend this to the corner. Right, I'm going to take a smaller brush, which I'm going to take this Real Techniques, what's it called? Detailer brush. If you can see that. It's that small brush. And I'm going to go into Just Peachy. Was it Just Peachy or was it Candied Peach? I think it was Candied Peach. We'll try the Candied Peach. That's a more matte one. I think it might have been that one rather than the other one. Actually, no, it was the other one. I'll just put that down on the same side and then add the other one. I'm going to go in with a slightly bigger brush. Just going to use this one. It was the sparklier one. And then just blend that through. I do have to point out though that when you saw the makeup in the video, it had been on all day, so it had faded down a little bit. And bear in mind this is fresh makeup, but I'm sure this is what it was. Can't have been very much else because there's not a lot of other brown colours in there, you know. So, but I'm sure I've got it for you. Right, and then I used Peaches and Cream for the upper highlight under my brow bone. So I'll pop that under there, and then give it a quick blend. Start there, so there we go. And then we're going to go with, need a liner brush. Yeah, I've got so many brushes here, I can't find, these are only just a few of them. I can't find the one I'm looking for. There it is. You always have your favourite brushes, don't you? I mean, these look identical, but I suppose that one's a little bit thicker, but I prefer this one. So we're going to use Dip Down from MAC. Little hair, dog gets in again. So that's Dip Down. We're going to line the upper lash line. Like so. And same on the other side. Like so. Put that one a little bit further. So I'll come a little bit further with that one. Yeah. And then, because I poked my eye, this is a bit watery, and I lined the inner, we'll do that last, line underneath. Right, I'm going to pick up my piece of cotton wool, it has some toner on it. I'm just going to, because there's a little bit of fallout, not very much, and then I'm going to use my Maybelline an Instant Age eye eraser, which I need some more of that, it's just about empty. This is all time, I've used lots of, you know, under eye, what are these called? Concealers. And I always come back to this one, always. So, I'm just going to just take my fingers and blend that in. If I'm wearing foundation, I will use a beauty blender, or probably sometimes a brush to blend that. But I do prefer actually to start it with my fingers, because it sort of warms it up and sort of goes into your skin a little bit better. But I'm still not wearing foundation at the moment. I probably will, as October gets here, I should probably start wearing a light foundation of some sort. I'm going to pick up my Essence All About Matte Face Powder, and I'm just going to powder around here, around my nose, onto my forehead, to my chin, and then get a larger brush, which is this one I'm using at the moment. It's a Real Techniques blush brush actually, and then I am just popping that sort of all around my face, and then just sort of blending in with the other that I put down. I mean, I am going to start wearing foundation soon, because with the cold and whatever, I am getting some slight red patches coming through now, and I need to, you know, up my coverage a little bit. And just putting some lids on a few things. And then I'm going to use the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder, and I am just going to use a Real Techniques contour brush, which is this one, just the round fluffy one, and then start at the back of my cheeks and just bring that down a little. Just adds a little bit of shape, a little bit of colour, and take it up through my temples onto my forehead a little bit, just a little, not too much. And then very carefully with this brush, I'm just going to, I'm not carving out my nose. I mean, if I was going on a night out, I would use a brush something similar to this and literally carve my nose a little bit and make it a little bit more defined. That just gives a little bit of shape and a little bit of colour. Under my bottom lip, with what's left on the brush, and then under there. That is enough for me. And then I am going to go back. No, I'll do my blush while I'm here. I'm using an Essence Silky Touch blush in Adorable. It's like a soft peachy shade, going on slightly pinkish, but I'm only using a little. So I'm using a flat head brush like so, and then just dipping it in, starting at the back and working forward just a little bit. Not going to use a highlight on my cheeks because that is quite shiny. Actually, I think I'm going to look for a different, add a little bit more, and to go a little bit more peachy. We dust off my brush on my brush cleaner. This is good, this, I like this. And I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush in Innocent Flush. And it's just a little bit more peachy. Oh, I've hit pan on that. I didn't realise I'd hit pan. It's one of my favourite blushes, this. There, a little bit more peach. That's better. The other one was a little bit too pinky for the look that I'm doing. Take it up a little bit the sides. Always do that. Right, I'm going to curl my lashes. Oh, nearly dropped them. Managed to catch them just in time. Curl the lashes. So. And use my SOS Lash Boost. I need a new one, I'm waiting for it to come. And then I have my mascaras. I change, because I use 2 mascaras and this. I change all 3 at the same time, so I remember that, you know, they've all been changed and when. Not very much left in there. There. Oh, don't want that on there. Oh, I have to go in and sort that in a moment. Got a little bit of white on my liner. Eyeliner brush. There, come. As if by magic it's gone. And then on the other eye. So, there. And then we're going to use the Rimmel London Extreme Black Wonderful Argan Oil Mascara. This is the one that's not waterproof, because I've explained before they do a waterproof one, but I don't like it. It's not such. I don't think it's such a good mascara, so I use a different one to go over the top of this. And this is really needs to be replaced now as well. It's getting a little bit clumpy, as you can see. Yeah, it's looking rather clumpy, that. Hope that the SOS stuff gets here soon. Should be here soon. I ordered it a few days ago. It should be here in the next couple of days. Okay, it's got that one. And then over the top of that, I use the Max Factor 2000 calorie waterproof mascara. You know, I hate when they put sticky labels on. Look how gross they get. That's only just been laying in my makeup drawer. It hasn't been anywhere else. So I'm just going to pop that over the top of that. Just seals in that other mascara. There we go. Right, we are going to use what was left on and line underneath with the dip down. Like so. Very lightly, because I don't want it too dark. And then there isn't quite enough to do the other eye. That's typical. So, and then I'm going to use what is on the small brush that I did the inner corner with and bring that down to meet the liner. And then, sorry, I've got to blow my nose, excuse me. I hate sniffing. That's better. And then I am going to put my lipstick on, and it is the MAC Vegas Vault lipstick with the MUA bright orange liner. And just outline the lips. Oops, let me just dip you down a little bit so you can see. Outline. And fill in. then I use my finger to blend that through. Let's do this one. And then, lost the lipstick, there we go. And then put the lipstick on over the top. And then I blotted that right down, so it was just like more like a stain. Just blot until you get the colour that you want. And then I've lost the top to my liner. There we go. And then I used a Essence Gel waterproof liner to do the inner part of my eye, which has fallen apart. And so I'm going to top line or tight line both eyes, which my eyes aren't going to like this so much. And then I lined down the bottom, which doesn't want to go on. There we go. There you go. And that, where's my hairbrush to tie my head up? There we go. Let me zoom you, sorry I hairbrushed you there. Come on. We've gone out of focus. Oh no. Come on. Oh. I don't know what I've done. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, but I think something's gone wrong with my camera. No. No, I'm sorry people, but I think my camera's broken. I hope you got to look at the finished look before my camera went silly. And I will say goodbye for now, and I hope I can get my camera sorted out. Bye, I know you can't see me.